Two red, two green. We're a good team.
And we didn't even coordinate this, folks.
Not.
I love it. Fun. I like it. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and get things started. Is that okay?
That sounds great.
All right. Sorry, I was a few minutes late, everybody.
Oh, no.
Zoom and technology work really well, and other times it's a little bit of a struggle, even though I love technology. Y'all heard me talk about it a billion times. So all right, we'll go ahead and get started. Thank you everybody for joining us. Very, very excited to talk to you guys about 12 Days of TMC. We have a lot in store. This is our 4th annual virtual conference. And we're kicking off November 30th, going through December 15th. And we have a couple of things to go through today. Really, really excited about our keynotes this year. We have Brittany Hodak, and I don't know if any of you know Brittany. Brittany wrote a book called Creating Superfans. And she not only is going to talk to us about creating these incredible customer experience systems, but also she's going to host a workshop for us on creating your origin story to really kind of differentiate you and set yourself apart from your competition. So very, very excited about that. Na'awa Tego, who is the Deputy Director for the Division of Housing Mission and Goals at FHFA. We have Mark McCardle joining us from CFPB, Julia Gordon, again, FHA Commissioner joining us this year. We also have Sasha Stair, who has a book called The Inside Job. For those of you that have not read it, she's going to talk about kind of leadership and how that starts with mastering yourself. And we have Teresa Bryce Bazemore, who's with FHLB. We also have Michelle Sims-Reeder, and I'm not sure if you guys know Michelle. Michelle actually started a home building company in 2008, and built the company to the point where it was actually sold just a few years ago to D.R. Horton. So really excited to have her talk about kind of leadership and housing through challenges. And what that'll do for us. We also have Jim Tobin with the National Association of Home Builders joining us, and very, very excited about Ben Carson joining us as well. So really, really excited about our keynotes. We also have 3 12 days themed rundown episodes with some very special guests. So excited about that. And then, obviously we have an agenda packed full of lots of breakout sessions and great things like that for our members. And I'm going to have Faith talk about that a little bit more. Faith, I'll hand it off to you.
Thanks. And so for people, I'm so excited to have so many of you join us today and consider joining us for the 12 days. And here's some of the reasons why I think you should. But before I go there, if you have any questions about our agenda, we would love to hear from you in the chat. So pop it into the chat and we'll try to answer them.
And I'll say real quick, the link to the chat or to the agenda is in the chat. So you can kind of follow along with us in your browser too as we go through this.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. So why the 12 days of TMC and why people participate? What value are they getting from it? I think one of the biggest reasons that we hear from our lender member base is that there's content for every team member. So it is a spot where you can spend a small amount of money and give something to your employees at this type of year. It is specifically impactful if you're looking for people to have maybe a broader understanding of what is going on in the industry. So industry topics, insight for those that aren't able to attend a conference that maybe are more people that are at home and in the office, but you want them to have a broader understanding. There is at least one session during the 12 days of TMC that kind of addresses a topic that we would normally cover during our working groups. that are in December. So we're also trying to get into those roles-based ideas, thought processes, challenges that you're having amongst your team, and talk about some of those during our 12 days. We have 12 working groups for those of you who don't know. So there are topical sessions for each one of those, with a 13th, a little like sneak peek into 2024 for us, a 13th working group coming in, a compliance working group as of the 1st of January. And there are some topics in our agenda that address risk and compliance issues and things you as lenders should be thinking about going into 2024. So here are some of the things that we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about in our kind of a young professionals environment, or people new to the industry, preparing yourself for tomorrow's leadership opportunities. We are going to be talking about serving the underserved, which is a huge topic in our industry and a great place to gain additional business in the market that we're in. We'll be comparing some pricing engines for our capital markets people who are interested in seeing a few demos related to pricing engines that they may be checking out. Of course, hot topic legislative issues will be covered. Comp structures is a big topic of conversation for people right now. Advocacy, and there also will be a session highlighting some of the things that are happening out there related to redlining. So we would love for you to join us. The cost is minimal, guys. For your it's our whole damn company registration is $395. And you can have your whole entire team join any session, all sessions that they choose, and there are prizes. So it's a little bit of fun, something you can give your employees at the end of the year, and come and have a little bit of fun with us while we're doing it.
Love it. All right, Stacy, do you want to talk about some of the things that you're involved in with 12 Days?
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. Stacy McKenna, and we really hope that you can join us for the 12 Days of TMC. We will have 2 sessions specifically dedicated to the mortgage learning the mortgage learning platform that we have created specifically for our lender members, for you. We'll be highlighting 2 of our brand new mini courses. So the first course that we're going to highlight is our time management course called Energize to Optimize, your ultimate time management course. We're going to give a demo of the course and also talk about some best practices when it comes to time management. And that class, we will do a quick demo there. The next class that we're going to be demoing is specifically for loan officers. And really, this is the perfect time of year for this, is the Loan Officer Success Blueprint, crafting your 2024 business plan. We know that obviously this is a challenging year, and there may be additional challenges coming up in the next year, but the key is to be prepared and to have a plan that you can refer to and you've put thought into, and then ultimately execute on to meet your goals. So we will do a demo of that class, that mini course as well. In addition, we will do a quick highlight of our Mortgage Learning Hub, which again is another one of our TMCU offerings that is exclusive to TMCU members. It is an online learning portal where you can access both our paid courses and free courses as well. Additional mortgage resources, tools, access to subject matter expert content, and a whole lot more. So I hope to see you in the TMCU sessions during the 12 days. And thanks so much, and happy holidays.
Right,
Thank you, Stacy. Yeah, happy holidays indeed to everybody. It's kind of crazy. You turn the page from Halloween, and instantaneously we've skipped over Thanksgiving and started focusing on the end of year holiday spirit. But we're here all for it, and clearly, just based on the feedback we've gotten from the membership and the partners over the years, 12 days is something that kind of generated through the need to create a forum for our members and partners to interact during COVID. And here we are 3 years later and still driving value within the network. So I wanted to take a brief minute just to kind of highlight some unique opportunities for our partners to sponsor and engage within 12 days. And really what we try to focus on with 12 days is making sure we're creating partners opportunities that, drive engagement, but don't break your bank this time of year. So as Melissa went through our keynote agenda earlier, some really exciting keynote speakers out there, dynamic people, including Brittany Hodak, Julia Gordon, and the Honorable Ben Carson as well too. So for our partners, really, all these sponsorship opportunities range anywhere between $1,000 and at most $2,500. And with that, they include an entire company registration for your entire team. And you also get access to the attendee list within the 12 days agenda or the 12 days registrants, in addition to being able to attend, you and your entire team, the entire 12 days agenda. So not only will there be opportunities for sponsorship with our keynotes, but also our flagship application sponsor, as the 12 days event will take place live stream in a web application of Whova, but you'll also be able to access it as well through our Whova mobile application. And if technology is just not your thing, you can register and join us the old-fashioned way through old-fashioned now through Zoom itself. But we'll also have some really fun opportunities. As we mentioned, some holiday themed rundown episodes. The last week in mortgage today with Faith, Melissa hosting a Spark Lab edition as part of 12 days. Sponsor opportunities are going to be out there for each of these recurring TMC broadcasts for our partners too. So highly encourage you, if you want to learn more about that, you're welcome to engage with myself, Sarah Van Wagner, or Tony Bramley and my team too. But that's not all. So for 12 days, we have a new opportunity that we think is really innovative here within the collaborative, and hope you will find it the same. We are organizing our first ever TMC Industry Solution Sprint. So essentially, we've got 5 industry challenges, which I'm going to share out with you briefly here, that are lined up over the course of 2 weeks for teams between our partners and members in varying roles all throughout the organizations to come together and look to create solutions to some of these pressing industry challenges out there. Now, I will allow Melissa to kind of introduce the problem statements themselves, and I'll give you proper cue up here by sharing screen so you guys have a visual to these problem statements as we kind of tackle.
Thanks, Tom. Y'all, I'm ridiculously excited about this. This is going to be so much fun. So for those of you that have not participated in a sprint before, we are going to take people that are interested and put them in teams to help us to solve these problems that our industry is having. And they're really designed to touch on problems that every level of the organization can have. And so we're going to put people into 10-person teams. There's going to be a fun competition, and we'll talk about prizes here in just a little bit, but wanted everybody to understand kind of how this works. We've got 10-person teams, as I mentioned. Each team will have a team leader, and the team will actually kind of vote on a team presenter as well to their solution. And then again, we'll have some judges and some fun prizes for those that win the competition. So let's talk about the problem statements first. We have 5 problem statements that we've identified, and we'll start with one that says, how might we increase day one certainty and or asset and income modeler utilization without increasing the cost of origination? I know this is a big question for a lot of people. How do we kind of, because day one certainty, asset and income modeler, getting customers to go through that process is obviously a better customer experience. But it can have a lot of costs with direct to data integrations with VOE providers and those sort of things. So we are going to tackle that. The second problem statement is, how might we improve operational efficiency to give customers what they expect and keep our team at their highest and best use? Excited to see what people come up with for that one. Third problem statement is, how might we create solutions that maximize opportunities to connect home buyers with available inventory in each market we serve? Or how might we provide an opportunity to open up inventory in the markets that we serve? So there's a couple of different directions that these teams could take that statement. The fourth question is, how might we create more opportunities for first-time homebuyers to afford a home in each market that we serve? And the last question is, if we had unlimited resources, how might we build a solution that would improve our customer experience so much that we actually earn enough referrals to grow our volume? So I'm really excited to see where the teams take these statements. Again, we're going to divide people up into 10-person teams and see what solutions these teams come up with. We'll have some fun judging and some really fun prizes. And the winner is actually going to be announced on the rundown, the last rundown on the last day. We're going to have fun and announce the winner then. So Faith, why don't you tell everybody what the prizes are, since I've danced around this for a little bit. Do you want to talk about that?
Prizes.
You don't?
I don't have the prizes.
I do.
Or Tom can. Either way.
And I also have breaking news. Just within the last hour here, we've been able to confirm that our first of 3 judges for the solution sprint will come from MGIC, who is going to be co-hosting and sponsoring the December 15th rundown episode. So they're deliberating as to who will have the honor of judging within the solution sprint. I know there are multiple folks that would like to be the participant there. So more to come on that front, but prizes. Obviously, we got to talk about prizes. So we know there's a big ask here for the teams that participate of your time. And I'll say firsthand, I got a chance to do this recently, first experience ever sprinting, and it was amazingly rewarding to get to spend some time, get to know, and really collaborating, creating a solution with industry peers, all of whom I had never met before. And it's funny, you get thrown into a situation, you quickly become friends on the fly and find a lot of commonality there. But I'm excited to see what our groups will present here over the course of 12 days for their solution. So second place will get $50 Amazon gift cards for every member of the team. And then our winning team get $100 Amazon gift cards for every member of that winning solution sprint team. So now we're going to reward you for your time and great solutions, but we'll also give you a backup plan if you're going through your holiday gift list and you find last minute that there's somebody you may have forgotten or overlooked. Boom, you've got a gift card in place that could easily be set online to cover your bases there, or could just spend it on yourself or your family. So hopefully that creates a lot of excitement too, as folks get registered through their organizations and we get their teams registered. We're going to be sending out more information around the sprint too, just so that our teams and participants kind of have an understanding at a deeper level of how it works, how to maximize their time between the 4 working sections, as well as judging criteria so that you can make sure your team wins and you all get loaded up with Amazon gift cards for the holidays.
And I'll say too, these are going to be limited to 10-person teams because there's a lot that has to go through, and we got to make sure the teams are able to get through it in in the time that we need to. So if you guys would like to register or know people that would, make sure to get in quickly so we can get you assigned to the right team.
That's right. Yep. First come, first serve. And I mean, last 2 years, we've had over 2,000 registrants and participants within the network for 12 days as a whole. So doing the math here, that only creates 60 slots for sprint participants. So definitely want to jump on that quickly when that notification comes out for you to sign up and express which problem statement you'd like to try to solve for, be part of a team that solves for. And what's cool is we won't limit those that are interested into one option. You'll be able to select more than one option that you're interested in, and we'll do our best to get you into the one that you signed up for. So, anybody got a holiday song prepared to close us out today?
Jingle bells. No.
No, but I've got my ugly Christmas sweater on, ready for that.
Right. And so not only gonna have fun in the month of December, just remember it's gonna kick off Thursday, November the 30th. So a couple days reprieve from the Thanksgiving holiday, a little different than what we've done in the past. And obviously it's an amazing gift that you can give to all the hard work for your teams within your organization for just $3.95. And then you can even take a look at some TMCU opportunities to enhance your team's knowledge and skill set for 2024 while you're at it. So, Melissa, anything you'd like to close our audience out with?
Lots of great benefits. Like you mentioned, having the ability of having everybody in the company be able to attend. This was such a great opportunity when I was lender to, have our team, anyone from a processor to our, head of operations to our head of secondary, attend and get something really valuable out of it. So would love to see everybody there. Would love to see you guys participate in the solution sprint, and really cannot wait to see what these teams come up with. This is just a great, like, equal parts fun and holiday, getting you in the holiday spirit, and equal parts, lots of fantastic content. So looking forward to seeing everybody there. Make sure you get registered. The whole company, $395. Yes, David, ho, ho, ho. I don't have a good Santa impression. Maybe we'll let some of the other teammates try, but thanks for joining us, everybody, today. And we'll look forward to seeing you. Oh, Ashley says Santa's actually going to make an appearance.
Coming back. He joined us for the 22 edition, and apparently is going to come back around for 23 and maybe talking about some servicing issues.
Okay, that actually might mean that we did something right? If Santa's coming back, he's making an appearance 2 years in a row. That's pretty awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Appreciate everybody's time and look forward to seeing you guys as part of 12 Days this year.
Take care, everyone.
See
Happy
everyone.
holidays.